Okay, that's different. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And I want to welcome you here this evening. I got two things playing for some reason. Hold on a second. Just a second, ladies and gentlemen. But anyhow, I'll keep the road going. Welcome again to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And before we get into anything, please smash the like button. And then tonight, we're talking about the CPI. Everybody's freaking out, but it's a scam number in the first place because the number is actually higher. And that means it's almost time to invest. And opportunities are going to be abundant, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, welcome. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting some sort of feedback from somewhere. I finally figured it out. I'm getting a double feed. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can get out of here. That is weird. This is a first. I have a dual channel playing somehow in the background. I don't know where it's coming from, but it looks like I'm going to have to do something else because that is weird. All right. Well, let's see here. Let me make sure we have everything. Anyhow, let me know what you guys, what it sounds like out there because I'm having feedback. Not anymore. All right. Now, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Always a little something going on these days. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late this evening, but once again, please smash the like button. That's so the YouTube gods know that we're in the house. And during the course of this live stream, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. But don't forget to click the all notification bell just in case they want to send you a YouTube channel update. Look who's in the house. Professor Auntie Val. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to the name. And also, she has her tagline, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, fam. And she received a notification and saw the trailer. That's one for the evening. Let me know who else has seen it. All right, I know tonight is NBA as well. There may even be some hockey. Who knows? There's always going to be some baseball. But tonight, if you're here, I thank you again for being here. Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He too has the icon next to his name to show the support and the love. And he has his tagline ready to roll tonight. Hello, all. Let's do this. And that's what we plan on doing, ladies and gentlemen. And also, Victor Marrero received the YouTube notification and saw the trailer as well. That is a rarity in itself where people receive both. That's two people that's seen both of them. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's get into the CPI numbers today. Who in their right mind thinks it's 8.6% year over year? Let me know if we have any takers in the house. Because you've been to the grocery store since last June. You've been to the gas pump since last June. You've been shopping since last June. And clearly, prices did not go up. Let's just round up, shall we? 10%. We wish gas would have went from $2.89 to $3.10. It didn't happen. You wish stuff at the grocery store was still packaged the same size and cost the same price, except for add-on 10%. I mean, this is outrageous. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, they want to play the numbers game. Well, here in SSN Nation, we don't play the numbers game. We know what the numbers really are. They are not 8.6 or 9% year over year, or 9% even for the month. I don't care. You guys know better than that. Don't let them play you like that, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to get into it tonight a little bit as well, because it's a travesty. But what happened because of this inflation? The stock market. Because for some reason, the guys that manage your money, for some reason, they can't seem to figure out what the inflation is going to be unless the government comes out and says it. I think when you print trillions of dollars out of thin air, I don't think it's very hard to figure out if you print up 30% of the money supply in a 2-year period or 3-year period. I don't think that's not far-fetched to figure out that you might have double-digit inflation every year for the next few years. And then when you print up another 30 or 40% another 2 years, I think you're stacking inflation on top of each other. I mean, even if you just use common sense, it would tell you 8.6 or 9% or 10% year over year has to be a flat out lie. You're printing more than 10% of the money supply. Come on. This is very simple, rudimentary, shall I say. If you believe 8.6 was accurate, I got an igloo in Georgia to sell you. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val. Exactly. I'm just giving you guys a simple synopsis on it's if you print 30% of the money supply in 2 or 3 years, I'm like, inflation has to occur. The reason why is you do value the money when you print more money. Governments do not make money. What they do is they devalue the currency, and the currency always goes to zero, ladies and gentlemen, unless you have world currency. And even then, your time runs out. Now, let's get down to the other basics, because we still have money to be made here, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, stock market's going down, right? You knew it was going to go down. Last week, when the stock market was going up, and I was saying, hey, you might want to get that SQQ, you might want to get the UVXY, the velocity stocks, you might want to bet against the market. But of course, you know, the powers that be, they started giving money to the corporations where they could rebuy their stock. And so the stock rallied for 2 or 3 days just to get you guys to put more money in, you know, as we go stair step our way down. They wanted you to put some more money in so they don't have all their money in. But little is it known, they have free money to buy back their own shares of stock to prop up the market. The Federal Reserve has a seat at the stock exchanges, ladies and gentlemen. All right. They can buy any stock anytime they want to prop up the stock market. So on a few days, they do that, and people think, oh, we're back to normal. And then you put your hard-earned money in. And then you wake up the next day or the next week, and you're like, man, this thing dropped 10%, 5% in a week. What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's an illusion. So let me further the illusion for you. But first, they've changed up the description down below depending on what device you have. So I was on a channel today, and it wasn't the Stop Struggling Now channel. And I was looking for the description box because they said go down below in the description. Well, I'm on my laptop, and all I saw was show more or whatever on the left-hand side. So anyhow, just giving you a heads up, down below in the description, as usual on live streams, we have it where you can get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. Just go on and do it. The links are down below. Even if you don't even invest in stocks, you might as well get those free stocks while they're on sale. And you never know which stocks you might get. Heaven forbid if you get something like a Tesla or an Amazon or an Apple or a Microsoft, even hell, AT&T, who knows? It'd be lucky if you get one of those, but nonetheless, you still get free stocks. So why don't you use the links down below? Robinhood and Webull, those are the links. You want free Bitcoin? Yeah, those are dropping too, ladies and gentlemen. So why don't you just go down there in the description and get your free $10 from Coinbase? And I'm going to say this as well. If you download these apps, then you might as well share, right? In each one of these apps, if you refer other people, you also receive free shares of stock. And almost everybody on the planet's on social media now. So there's no reason. And I'm sure you have family members who still haven't downloaded this software and received their free shares of stock. It's just simple. And by the way, if you refer people, sometimes they give you 5 stocks, 6 stocks, 10 stocks. They have promotions on Webull. Robinhood just generally gives you 1 stock. But nonetheless, why not? You're doing it. And remember, stocks are on sale, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's get into a little bit of educational movement here, shall we? Let me see what I have here on the screen. Yes, I have Investopedia, one of my favorite places to go when we have to start discussing what is happening so you guys can make game plans, because that's what we do here in order to stop struggling now. You have to know what you're up against. And here's what you're up against, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I just want to show you the controversy. All right, this is Investopedia. I'm going to put this link in the chat when I'm done. But what I want you to, in fact, yeah, I can still do it. What I want you to notice is, here is the deal. Originally, the CPI was determined by comparing price of fixed basket of goods. And it was called Cost of Goods Index, COGI. I've went over this before, but we might have some new people here. So COGI, Cost of Goods Index, which is what it was supposed to be. So now when you go to the grocery store and things are 200%, it went up 100%, 200%. You know, you used to buy something for $2, now it's $6. Then it would reflect that. But because it would reflect something like 200%, heaven forbid if you all of a sudden said the cost of goods index is 70%, people would freak out. You would start asking for a 70% raise, right? So think about it. In around 1978, 1980, thereabouts, they said, hold on, we got to change this up because we can't have people knowing the real inflation numbers. So what we're going to do is we're not going to go by cost of goods. We're going to change it to the CPI, Consumer Price Index, and we're going to take out those baskets of goods and services and rearrange them because we know what typically is going to have a lower inflation rate. So then you get what we have today after a few other tweaks, where they come in and say 8.6%, knowing full well it's more like 17 or 20%. And by the way, think about all your investments. If you knew that inflation is 17, 20%, 15%, then you would realize, like I illustrated on Wednesday night, when they had John Tudor Jones on the Yahoo article, touting the man because he's talking about some dividend funds that only give you 4.85%, 5.5% dividends when inflation is 15%. I mean, you're going to lose 10% on your money minimum. I mean, this is craziness. So at least get into double digits. So you have a chance, at least being 10%, 12%, 15%, at least be in the ballpark. So at least you're not losing 10% per year. And if inflation goes up again 20%, you're losing more than 10%, is what you may not understand. So yeah, you're looking at your portfolio and you're sitting there going, okay, my portfolio was 100,000. Now it's 110, except inflation is 100. It makes it worth 120 is what you need to buy the same thing you did last year. And then you're thinking the next year you go, okay, it says 120, except one problem. Now it's 140. So you're behind the 8 ball when you try to take your money out and spend it. And you're trying to figure out, why is it going so fast? So anyhow, this right here, you can read this little article if you want to. You can check it out. I'm going to put a link down in the chat room because it's not going to be down there at the in the description today. But nonetheless, that is how it all starts, ladies and gentlemen. And how do we combat that? That means you have to make your money work for you at a higher level. What that means is you might have to take higher risk. There's going to be a lot of people over the next year, and in fact, right now, who's going to go be safe. Now, that is a very good idea, Be safe would mean when the stocks such as Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, all the big players, McDonald's, I mean, these companies that are going to be around and they make billions of dollars a year, those are the ones you want to buy when they are 50, 60, 70% off. Because in the long run, they're going to return back to their some sort of value. And even if it's manufactured, it's going to go up even higher. So we're going to look at Amazon because it's very interesting that we were talking about that last week on the split. And I was saying you should wait after 3 days, 72-hour wait period, whenever there's a split. And sure enough, at the end of 72 hours, it went from like 120, 122, whatever the split number was, down to 116. And then after today, I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure I'd be willing to bet it's lower. All right, let's see what else is going on here. If you believe that, we got an igloo to sell you in Georgia. Exactly. Victor Marrero told the bloodbath at the stock market, we're officially in trouble. Nothing we can do but to continue to pack it and stack it. That is exactly right, Victor Marrero. I share your same sentiment because that's the only thing that you're going to be able to do, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to lose the value of the dollar, so you're going to have to stack more. But here's the good news. If prices go down 20, 30, 40%, then actually your money isn't worth less. Now it's coming back down to the value of your money. So now your money is going to end up being more valuable to use to buy assets. That's how it works. But are you going to be afraid to buy the assets? What are assets? Stocks, real estate, just for starters. All right. Price is wrong. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, 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 price is wrong. Thank you for being here on the Friday night once again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep going with this CPI. All right, your DR video did concern me. Yes, Professor Auntie Val, it concerned me as well. You know what it is. It's been quiet. Nobody else has even talked about it. But then a person that actually saw some of the Stop Struggling Now pre-construction condos, villas, videos for the Dominican Republic. He hit me up, and you guys saw in the video, I actually put some of the emails in there so you could see what's going on. And it's of concern, of grave concern. So far, I even have a little bit more information. I found out about it's mostly these builders that aren't like new. I mean, old. What I mean is the ones that are known to be prestigious. Those are the ones that are so far I haven't heard anything bad about. And the ones that were making that cheap properties, not all of them, just the one. It's Christopher and Epic. They were making cheap properties. I find out there's another one in Macau that's not in the video that I know which project that was. They had some weird, funky renderings, and it basically looked like condos, but it's less than 100 yards to the beach. So that was a value. But they say they have no contact whatsoever. It was a down payment of like $500, and then they paid, maybe $1,000 or $2,000, and then office is nowhere to be found. Disappearing act. It's crazy. But again, one of these little developer builder type guys. So I guess it does matter who the builder and developers are so far. But I have a feeling you know how this works. It's a trickle up theory. If one developer starts doing it and taking advantage, then other developers will start doing it and taking advantage. Because here it is. It's about money, ladies and gentlemen. If you can charge 50 people an extra 20 grand, come on, get millions of dollars this way. All right. So speaking of DR, Laverne Penix is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Hopefully you're still in the DR, lounging, having fun, and I appreciate you being here with the icon next to your name. And he brings his tagline every time. Hey, SSN Nation, I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make some money. This is the time to buy. Exactly, Laverne Penix. And in case you're new here, he is AKA Mr. Cool, lounging in the DR with Mrs. Cool. All right, Victor Marrero, what's going on in the DR? What did I miss? Victor Marrero, okay. CRISPR, Epic, Zayas at Vistacana. Basically, these properties, people have actually completed their payments. And so they're within that 60-day cycle to pay in full for the project. And in one case, the guy paid in full, within 60 days, with about another 30 days to go. He paid in full, sent in his last, I'll give you the numbers, last 15,000. This is with CRISPR. And then all of a sudden, he gets a note from them saying, oh no, the price is more. If you want your keys, if you want this to close, we need 22 grand more. He bought it for 49.9. They're literally asking for 22 G's more to finish it up because he bought in 2019. Now, that is of concern. And come to find out, there's other people at that project as well that have similar stories. It's not one, it's not two, it's not five, it's not 10, it's more. All right. This is craziness. But again, they're not a well-known builder, although they were around, I think, 2005 or something like this. So it would appear to be reputable, except they are claiming that due to COVID, due to the cost of everything going up, we have to charge you more. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. So they're going to take back the money, plus you lose probably 10% or 15%. So anyhow, that's it in a short nutshell, but there's some more stuff. And I actually put receipts in there so people can see this just wasn't off the top. And I actually spoke with the person on the phone for an hour or two to find out about other people that have contacted him. And they're all over the place. People in Canada, in the DR, outside the DR, are wrapped up into the CRISPR because CRISPR was basically 2-bedroom units were like 50 G's. So that just gives you an idea. I mean, 1-bedroom units were like 30 G's. So, so a lot of people bought into this project, and now here we are. And they're claiming, like I said, they sent a message to everybody talking about due to COVID, we got issues. So we got to charge you more on closing, ladies and gentlemen. That's just like if you go buy a house and you sign your contract and you buy a house for $250,000, you go to the closing table and you already sent in your money. You already done signed everything. And then the closing agents turn to you and go, we're not going to complete this unless you give us another 50 G's. That's what it's like, except that's the developers doing it. Is that crazy or what? So that is scary, of grave concern. And of course, stay tuned because there's going to be more on this subject matter. Of course, I hit up the lawyer, Johan Confidante, to see what's going on. But I have a feeling it's double digits amount of people. And I'm sure maybe even if it's 5 to 10 people have contacted him, I'm pretty sure he's the preeminent lawyer in the DR. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Johan Confidante. That's how I pronounce it. And you can search the channel for Johan and you'll see he was on our channel live, and he finally busted up on YouTube to do his own YouTube channel, which is a good thing to help people out. So you can, but in our live streams, we can do questions and answers. So some of the questions might be something that you might want to know about as well. So search the channel. But that's what you missed, Victor Marrero. I dropped that video only like an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. But nonetheless, it'll be out there, and I will be doing a follow-up to find out, because there's even more than just the 4 projects that apparently I have a feeling this is something that hasn't been touched upon yet, because I searched YouTube before I dropped mine, and nobody has this. So this is very, very interesting. Just like in anything else, it's kind of weird. When somebody gets screwed, what vehicles do they have to tell people? And oftentimes they don't really have the way to do it. So it was kind of cool that the people found our channel before. And so the guy hit me up and said, hey, check this out. And I was like, holy smokes. And the other thing that's bothersome was the fact that a lot of us don't even have our delivery dates for like another year and a half. So imagine you find out a year and a half from now, just what is happening right now is the way they're doing everybody. Anyhow, that would be a travesty. So the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better. But so far, none of the main projects that we're talking about, they haven't done it. But unfortunately, I hit up one of another realtor there, and unfortunately, they said it's in the contract for situations such as COVID and the cost of materials and goods materials and building materials and supplies going up. That is in the contract, apparently. I was just like, wait, what? I don't remember this. But then again, I may have glossed over it because it's pre-construction. You have a contract. That's the price. You're not thinking it's going to go up because it costs more. What's supposed to happen is their next phase that they're going to be building, they raise the price to facilitate what the price should be now. The price, what it was 2 years ago, is irrelevant because they should have had the materials 2 years ago or a year ago. So now that the materials cost more to build the new building or villa, whatever they're building, that is now the price they should be charging everybody plus their profit. So people who get in early are supposed to be winners. All right. So we'll see what's going on, but we're going to stay tuned. I'll be damned if Connor Rock asks me for additional funds. The only additional funds I plan to do is for furniture or apartment upgrades. That is it. They need to figure it out. Victor Marrero, hey, there you go. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to go normally. But again, reputable builders matter. Once again, the quality of work and the individuals that you deal with may matter in this case. But this is the first time there's a faux pas. So we're going to find out what's going to happen here. But over the next 12 months, there are a lot of projects that are going to be delivering this year. So we're about to find out in the next 3-4 months what's going to happen. All right. Victor is not having it, y'all. Exactly. Not at all. So anyhow, we'll keep abreast of this developing situation if it turns into a full-blown situation. But again, a normal developer would have already increased the prices for everybody starting last year. They wouldn't have waited till this year, but nonetheless, they would have already, for new buyers, they would be paying the new price. And everybody who got in earlier, we would be winning due to the equity. Now, Wilson Koo last week, when he was on, he was saying he's trying to find a person that will give funding for a lower loan to value. And so if you don't know what that means, let's just use an example that you put down 30% for $100,000 property. So over the course of 2 years, you put down $30,000. So now you owe $70,000. So that's 70% loan to value. So you could probably get a loan with that, but he was trying to get something where it's around 50% LTV, because then that opens up a lot more doors for a lot more people. And that's where this all is going to come into play, because if you're going to raise the price up to the normal price, this is going to be a problem, because now I'm going to reverse it. You have a $70,000 property, and then they turn and you put down the same, let's say 30,000. You owe 40,000. But then the property says, hey, we need another 30,000. Now you're like, wait a minute. So now you're back to 70% LTV, which may require some other different requirements to qualify for that type of loan. That's the difference. That's what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen. It could change things unless you pay full-blown cash or 3/4 of it. But that's what we're talking about here. That could change things dramatically, because who knows what's going to happen in the upcoming months and year. We do know this. Okay. Here in the SSN Nation, we know, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Bottom line of the story is the credit is going to get tighter. You know that, all right? You can just check out the history books. Whenever there's a recession, that means they're not going to loan, because why? People aren't going to be able to pay it back. So they reduce their risk. The lenders reduce their risk. So loans aren't coming out freely and readily available. So therefore, they require more stringent requirements for you to get a loan. It's that simple. All right. This isn't rocket science. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to raise the interest rate, which also means you're going to have to make more money to pay for the same thing that you bought a year or two ago. So there's a reaction to every action, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to capitalism. You just can't do one thing, because another lever is going to be pulled on the other side of the fence. All right, exactly. They'll make it up with the poor souls that came after me. That's how the game is played. Exactly, Victor Morel. That's how the game is supposed to be played. But apparently, there's some guys out here, the developers, they're like holding paperwork, holding it back, saying we're not going to give delivery. Is this incredible? And what are the people supposed to do? And we're talking about a guy bought a $67,000 property unit, and now they're saying we want $30,000 more. It's $97,000 now. I'm just like, this is insane. And like I said, what's scary is, imagine if all of a sudden all the developers just because they're just like, well, we might as well just do it. What are they going to do? We'll just get the stuff back and be able to charge more. But once again, that's high risk. See, this is why developers go out of business. When you start monkeying around with supply and demand, you already sold the unit. The people already paid you, and then you're willing to have them back out potentially. And then you're going to have to try to resell at a higher price, the price that you're going to try and charge them. And then during a bad economy, hope somebody comes in and buys from you. See, that's where things get a little sketchy, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why this is going to be very, very interesting what happens. Very interesting. So I'm anxious to see, quite frankly, because there's going to be some other levers to pull if these guys pull this in a mass situation where all of a sudden it's 20 of these developers are doing it, because a lot of units will be sitting vacant. And you know, when units sit vacant, that means the prices, after all that up, is going to have to come back down. That's what's going to happen. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But Victor Morel says it right. That's how the game is supposed to be played. I go pre-construction. I buy something. It doesn't matter what development you're in. You buy first. They're still building out back. That means who's ever buying now is going to pay more than I did. But I'll be damned if the developer rolled up at my front door and said, "Hey, man, you know we're paying, these guys are paying $50,000 more for the house, so you got to give up 50 G's." That would be crazy, right? Crazy. Auntie Val, you got it. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the CPI, inflation index. It's a travesty. It's a joke. They're playing you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Again, my favorite, you're being bamboozled, right? They're playing with you. How can you believe a government who's in straight lie mode all the damn time? I mean, this is incredible. You know why, though? How many people actually understand what printing money means, what bonds mean, you know, buying corporations debt where they don't have to repay it, or giving corporations loans for damn near 0%, not realizing if you got loans for 0%, you'd be able to pay back everything, right? And you wouldn't care how much more you spend for it, right? So that means you're going to increase the value of the assets. Just like if you missed a video that I dropped about how they raised the price, how Zillow raised the price in a whole neighborhood. Zillow's not the only one that has done this. Hedge funds have done this before. The companies that people are investing in that give 5% a year, Fundrise, Crowdwise, all these guys, they do the similar same thing. They're using your money, going to neighborhoods, buying up condos, homes, whatever, and then buying up the next set of condos, homes for $100,000 to $200,000 more, in effect, raising all the property they previously bought $200,000 more. Think about it. 5 properties, $1 million. 10 properties, $2 million. It's not that hard. That's why corporations buying up zip codes, and they turn around and rent to you. And then what do they tell you? Hey, rents are $4,000 a month, $3,000 a month. What are you going to do? Because now they changed the game. So now you're enslaved, you're indebted, and now you're going to be in a box where they say, okay, you got to spend $3,500 a month to live somewhere, $2,500 a month to live somewhere. But we're only going to pay you $4,500 a month. Now what? You're locked. That's the game. So what do we need? We need new business, ladies and gentlemen. New business. That could mean we got to get our streams of revenue up. New business means maybe we're going to start a business, right? And again, every live stream, Opus Virtual Office, ladies and gentlemen, do not use your home in today's environment with crazy kooks out here. You should be using a virtual office. Virtual office, somebody answers your phone. You have your own business number, your own business fax number. You're on 411. They report to the credit bureau, your business to the credit bureau. And there's more. Mail goes there. They can mail the mail to you. It's going to cost you a fee. But the link is down below for Opus. And don't forget the promo code YG1. YG as in George, I as in India for everybody on podcast. All right. So make sure you do that. But business is one way to do it because you get to stay ahead. If I haven't illustrated enough, notice what I just said. Hedge funds and corporations, they figured out, hey, we're going to buy up 10 homes in a neighborhood, but we're going to buy the first 3. We're going to buy them at normal prices. And then we're going to buy up the other ones. We don't care what people bid on those. We're going to pay over and above. So that way we already increased the previous 3 or 5 or 10, however many we bought. They're manufacturing it, but they're in business. The same rules apply for you. When you're in business, and I don't care if you own an ice cream shop. Ice cream could have been $1.99 for a cone, but because now ice cream costs me $8 a gallon, now I got to go here and I still want to make profit. It's 50% more. That means I got to charge 60 or 70% more. So that means now you guys, you're going to have to give me like $4 for the ice cream. But we get to stay ahead. We're not going to lose because we have to sell and make profit. So when you're in business, you always can raise the price based on today's environmental situation financially. So that's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. Business. Now, speaking of business, let's get down to it. Unstoppable domains. That's right. I know you guys thought I was going somewhere else, but unstoppable domains, that's how you can have your own domain like a .com, except it's a .nft, a .crypto, a .x, a .bitcoin, a .wallet. That's what you can have where people can send you crypto. And that's not the main thing. That's cool. But what's really cool is you can build your websites on your .crypto, .nft, .888, .x, whatever. You can build your website. It's a one-time fee for life. You don't have an annual renewal fee. And since it's on the blockchain, as long as the blockchain exists, that website stays up. Your material stays there. It cannot be removed. Unless, of course, miners get together and decide something crazy. But nonetheless, that's pretty serious, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we'll see. All right. A3 Saval, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Very nice to see you once again. And he says hello, everyone. And Eric, hello to you too. Thank you for being here in the Friday night once again. Professor Auntie Val almost sounds like a bait and switch. Auntie Val, it is a bait and switch. Damn. Now you got me thinking, do I need to take an emergency trip down there before my scheduled time off October? Have you talked to Anastasia? I am calling my contact tomorrow. No, she wasn't one of the people that I talked to, but nonetheless, they may know about it. And the weird part is a couple of realtors that I did talk to, they were like, oh yeah, And that's how I found out about Epic was doing the same thing. And then the other one was like, oh, yeah, it's in the contract. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, holy smokes. Wait, which project in DR raised prices? Hey, Epic, Christopher, Zayas. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Zayas is in Vistacana. And those are the three so far. There are probably some others, but literally, A3 Saval, in case you came late, what has occurred at Christopher is people bought in 2019, 2020, 2021, I guess, probably 2020 and 2019. They're finished paying their units. Once they finish paying their unit, usually you have 60 days to give the remaining amount, right? So what's happened is these guys not only finished, they actually submitted their remaining amount in full. Then the developer says, oh, hold up. We want another 20, 30, 40% before you can get delivery. Today's prices. Yeah, I know. That's at Christopher. Epix apparently has done the same thing, but I haven't heard from anybody officially. I just heard from Realtor telling me Epic. Another Realtor said, yeah, it's in all contracts that they can do that. I'm like, hold on. So then I put a call in to Johan to see what he has to say. So that's what I'm saying. Wait, which project in DR is asking for more money? Yeah, so far, those are the only 4 that I know about. And of course, once I dropped that video earlier today, maybe other people might be contacting me. So we're going to find out about it. And I have more information as well. Wow, that's horrible. That's why I had to drop the video. Somebody who saw one of our videos here on the SSN Nation with the pre-construction actually said, you know what? Let me go let him know what's going on. I was like in disbelief. I thought for a minute, I thought it was a joke. I couldn't believe it. I was like, hold on a minute. So, apartment contract, Maria Barnes. Here we go. She was kind enough to send this over here to me. Mrs. Cool is in the house watching. Thank you so much for being here in the house on the Friday night live stream, the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And here's one of the contracts that she has. And look at this. It says the prices listed above may vary, maximum up to 10% of the property value in the event that the prices of the construction materials used in the project fluctuate upwards in relation to the values existing on the date of signing the contract. So in this contract, and I don't remember where they own that, but this could be standard, 10% property value increase. But in this case, they're talking, if you count 50,000 and then somebody says we want 70, that is like 40%. That's crazy. And when you have somebody who owes 67,000 and then they say we want 97,000, that's 30 G's. That's also damn near 40%. It is 40%. I just don't know if it's 42, 43 or what. But anyhow, that is crazy. 10% is still crazy. But all I'm trying to say is, because the reason why I say 10% is crazy is this. If you bought a property for 110, now they go, okay, because we had this situation here, it's now going to cost you 121. Again, that affects your next move after this, because remember, you generally put down 30 or 40%. So now you could owe, let's say we put down 40,000 after the payments, down payment and all that, and you owed 70 grand. So you're doing good. You're below 70% LTV, but then they say, hey, wait, now it's 121, but you still owe 70. So now there's a little bit of difference that just happened. It raised you closer back to 70% LTV during a credit crunch. 70% LTV for a second home. It's not your primary home. That may be a game changer, because they might say, we don't want to mess with 70% LTV. They might go, we're only messing with 60% LTV. All right. I'm just letting you know. So even a 10%, which I like this contract, 10%, okay, if it's going to be 10%. But hold on. Let me see. The increase to specific items according to their execution percentage will only be applied if the unit price of the materials exceeds. Oh, wait now. It looks like there might be, I'm going to have to read this a little further. There's no way for me to, wait, might be. There might be a way for me to share this. Yes, I think I can. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting up. Nope, I can't. Getting breaking news. I thought I could, but I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can. All right. I didn't go far enough. The increase to specific items according to their execution percentage will only be applied if the unit price of the materials exceeds 10% of their value on the date of signing of this contract during the construction process. Well, then, that explains why Zayas, or however you pronounce it, in Vistakana, they raised their prices to people that have finished 10%. So they must have the same 10% in there. But it's not going to be 40% or 30% because, again, if you bought something for 200 G's and somebody said 30% more, that'd be 260. That would be incredible. You buy something for near 200,000 and now it's 220, you're still going to be upset because, again, Victor Marrero, he would be in that ballpark. Hey, I bought something for 200,000. Now you're telling me I got to pay you an extra 20 G's, even though I locked in the price back then. Yeah. So I guess if this is in the, like I said, one realtor said it's in every contract. Let me go see if I can pull this up on the screen for you guys. I tried to download it in the background. Let me see if I can pull this up. Nope. Can't do it. Not yet. I'm going to have to do some other finagling. But nonetheless, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep talking about this. All right. But make sure you smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click the all notification bell. And down below in the description, which may not be just a simple click on the right-hand side anymore, there may be show more in small print on the left-hand side of the video, and that drops down the description of the video. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this. The CPI inflation numbers. Is it time to invest, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I really want to know. But I got to get to something else. Come by Samuel. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being here. And he says, hey, SSN fam, been a while. Hope everyone is good. Heads up. That's right. Everything is going great. Thank you so much once again for being here. And I love seeing you in the house. I don't think DR Projects is a good idea to this. Too much money already invested. It will be hurt Punta Cana image and future development. You got that right. Eric, I sent you the part, my contact. Please review. Yes, thank you so much, Laverne Penix. I'm about to pull it up on the screen even further so everybody else can see it. All right. I hope all those people are lawyered up. Hey, that was one of my first questions. I was like, okay. So I was asking what the I tried to get an idea of these double digits of people. I was like, do these guys have lawyers? I mean, did you guys go over these contracts or what's the deal? So apparently a lot do not or did not have lawyers. And so now, of course, they're probably going to get a lawyer. But that was my recommendation in the first place. We need to have a lawyer look at this. And we'll see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've never, well, maybe I have done this before. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got an image, so I'll be able to pull it up. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, one of the realtors says, oh, Eric, it's in every contract. So I believe him. So I have a feeling all contracts probably say 10%. And guess what else? In 2019, 2020, 2021, this thinking inflation would go more than 5% or 4% year over year. Nobody was thinking that. But surprise, and here we are. So they're gonna, like I said, Zayas and Vistakana already invoked 10% increase, which is very, very interesting. Okay, here we go. We're going to have it on the screen. So thank you very much, Laverne Penix. Appreciate it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can read it for yourself. And this clause, I can't readily say, I'm not going to say I don't have this clause in there. It could have been a clause like that. Because quite frankly, I'm going to say it like pretty much how I was thinking at the time. When you buy something, you're thinking, okay, 10% more. If that happens, it's not all bad. You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's not all bad. It's just you don't really. So it wouldn't have been a deal breaker. Or if you had a lawyer, maybe they were able to kick it out. How about that? I don't know. I don't even know if Johan's able to kick it out. I'm just saying, maybe he kicked it out. I don't know. So we'll see. We will see. And I agree with this statement here. And once again, thank you so much, Laverne Penix. Everybody can read it for themselves. That's part of his contract. And I'm pretty sure it's in everyone's contract. I'm looking at my contract. I'm an OG. There's nothing in my contract like that. In fact, my contract says the builder will start paying me rent if they don't finish by the we agreed. You know, Victor Marrero, I know my contract says that wording as well, because I had an issue. I had a big time issue because the contract that I had was saying something like, if the 60-day, if I didn't finish making payments, then I was going to be charged something like, I don't know, $2,000, $2,500 a month. But if they didn't finish building, then they had something like pennies, $500 or some interest, or it was pennies. $100 or something. And so I was like, wait a minute, this ain't fair. How am I going to be charged all this? And if you don't finish, you're not going to be penalized as much as me? I was trying to get that changed all around. That's what I remember. I don't remember this 3.4 here, but like I say, you never know. It could be in all of them. And Victor Marrero, his is the OG. He's got a 2018. He's got a long ago contract, so maybe it wasn't in there. So hopefully it's not. So then you're just locked good. Time. Exactly. Okay. Well, then we're good. He's good on his. Curtis Davis, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. And he has his tagline in tow. Good evening, SSN family. Good evening to you too. Curtis Davis, otherwise known as Mr. Financial around here. And Mr. Financial has his own YouTube channel called Chili Davis, giving you stock updates throughout the day and the ones that matter. Stocks going up. Here's some activity. Stock going down. Here's some more activity. Makes it nice and simple. So go over there to Chili Davis and show some love by subscribing to his channel and watching a few videos. All right. Now, so anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, that is what apparently a lot of realtors are saying is in the contract. And that is very, very interesting. So I haven't looked at mine. Again, I was on the phone with a guy for a couple of hours talking about this. Sent me some more info, which I don't know if it's about other people or what's going on, but there's going to be a lot of stuff going on with this, ladies and gentlemen. So, I got something else. Let's see here. Oh, I got something. Thank you, whoever sent me this other one. There's another. Oh, yep. They have a 10% deal too. I wonder if he put in what property this is. That doesn't look like my, well, I can't really say. They use that second part thing in my contract too. Late payments. Okay. Yep, 10% of property value in the event that prices of the construction materials used in the project fluctuate. Oh, this is the same verbiage. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Same verbiage in another contract. Let's see. This one here, same contract, 3.4. Okay. So thank you so much for sending that to me, Mr. and Mrs. Cool. I appreciate it. So, Yeah, 10% is in this contract. I don't know the 3.3 and 3.5s, but nonetheless, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same. All right. My contract says the same as Laverne Penix from Wave. Yeah, I think Vistaconas are going to say the same. That's why Zayas did the 10% increase. So that would explain. So this is news. This is breaking news because I believe clearly it's their option, their right. They're going to accept that option. 10%, which again, luckily, anybody that bought prior, all of us, all the condos in Vistacana, they're generally under what, 130 if you went and bought early enough. So you're talking about, that still kind of messes things up a little bit, getting you closer to 70% than closer to 50 or 60. You want it to be closer to 50 than you do that. But here's the other news that I will say. The fact of the matter is this also. Keep in mind, don't think of gloom and doom in reality. Even if the price goes up 10%, the prices for the property have went up more than 10%. They can't sell any of them new properties for 10% above what you paid. They have to increase it 30, 40, 50%. So if you bought something for 100, the new people are going to have to spend 140, 150. All right. Now, speaking of that, a new project came out. Unfortunately, those contracts signed after COVID will probably have that verbiage. Builders got smarter. Yeah, exactly. It might have been in there all along. Who knows? But we'll see. Does anyone know how equity work in the DR? Is it different? One thing I forgot to find out. A3 Saval. The equity, it depends. Are you an American citizen or not? That may matter, or Canadian citizen or Western world citizen. The bottom line is you're going to want to be if you're going to have anything that closes after this month, you're going to need things closer to, you want to be 60% or less loan to value. Let's just make it nice and simple. All right. And in fact, you're probably going to be better off. You're going to be at 50%. So I was just getting to this. Even if you bought something for 100,000 and they say 111, you owe, let's say 70. The property's probably going to appraise at 150. So you're going to be in the ballpark. So don't worry that much. The only problem is they may say, we want to hire, maybe they want credit scores now at 50% or 40%. I don't know. But they're going to come up with something because they're not going to want to take risk. So they're going to add on some caveats that previously they didn't do. So that's what's going to occur. But you're still going to be fine, A3 Saval. You don't have to worry. All right. Don't get it twisted a little bit. All right. If you bought early, they raise prices 30, 40% due to material cost. So you have a 30 or 40% increase in the value. So if you bought something for 150, it's worth 200 and something. You're going to owe 120. So 130, 110, whatever. So you should be good. You're going to be closer to 50 to 60 LTV. Wilson Koo, like I said, luckily he's one of the SSN Nation member. He's working on it. Also, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be worried about that too much. All right. Okay. We're 1 hour in, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Okay. But don't worry about that. A3 Saval, when is your property going to be done? That's the main question of the day. All right. So let's go. It's 1 hour in. And we need a sports update. And I'm going to roll out. Let's do a short vid. Let me see. Do I have a new vid? Oh, SSN Founders Club benefits. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The new benefit. A Founders Club member benefit. Up to a $10,000 jewelry store credit limit. Order online or go to one of the many jewelry store locations available. You're approved. Founders Club membership has its privileges. Join SSN Lifestyle today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, SSN Lifestyle Founders Club members only. Your membership is already includes up to a $10,000 credit limit. So once you're a Founders Club member, you don't have to pay to be a member of Intrigue Fine Jewelry. It's included. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can just go down and order up from a store location, which they have 3 store locations in Southern California, soon to be one in Washington State of all places. And there's another one somewhere else, but I can't remember where it is. All right. So let's see what we got. Hopefully, you got a long way to go. The wave is going to be 2024. That's a long way to go. Jeez. Wow. You got one hell of a deal then, because in 2 years, that wave thing should be worth double, I would think. That's incredible. So, you don't have nothing to worry about, A3 Savall. Just who the developer is. That's all you got to worry about at this point. So everybody at Vista Cana, though, seems to be reputable. So hopefully they're not going to go outside of this 20, 30, 40% stuff, because that would be a travesty. But we're going to find out over the course of the next, like I said, next 6 months, because a lot of projects are going to be closing, just like right now where Christopher was supposed to be closing, and people now find out they're being held up. But we're going to go down this path and see what the lawyers actually end up with. James Way, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And the rent is too damn high. Hello, everybody. Exactly, James Way. We know the rent's too damn high. Did anybody see that Zillow video that I put out just to find out how your rent went up overnight, seemingly? It was a plan, ladies and gentlemen. The haves, the top 10 percenters, they manipulate once again. Again, I'll recap in a short recap the best way I can do it in case you didn't see that video. Zillow, everybody knows, was buying homes at one time. They just stopped last year, but there was a reason why they stopped, but we won't get into that. They were buying homes, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? What you did not know, and what Vanessa Comagate learned when she was going around trying to buy investment properties and finding properties, getting outbid, and people were bidding 20, 30, 40% more than the asking price. You did not know it could have been companies like Zillow, who already bought up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 homes for the going rate because there was limited competition. They had money during the pandemic. And then when it came out of the pandemic and people started buying homes, they said, those homes we bought for $200,000, we don't really care what people are bidding. We'll buy them for $300,000, $350,000. It doesn't matter. The reason why is because when I make that next purchase, let's say the $200,000 home, and I go and bid $300,000, that means all my other homes that I bought for $200,000 are now worth $300,000. And as you know, you can use property as collateral. So how much money do you make if you had 10 properties and each of them went up $100,000? That's $1 million on paper. You own it free and clear. But then it's 10 times 300,000, which on paper is 3 million. All right. We can borrow against that. And we can just keep doing this. Go to another zip code, buy up the cheapest homes we can find. And then we go and buy and overpay for the next home. So that raises the whole neighborhood's price. How do you get 20% year over year real estate increases? I think I just gave you the playbook. All right. And then what do, James Way? You're Zillow. You're the bad guy. I'm going to go buy HotPad. Some people may not know what that is. It's a rental site. Street Easy. It's a rental site. So now I tell everybody the rental rates are too damn high. But you don't realize I just manufactured. I just told everybody all the rentals in this zip code or this area is $2,500 a month for a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom apartment. I just told you it was that because everybody that's listing over here, they see everybody else's and our listings, our fake listings, or our property listings, and it's saying we're renting for $27.99 a month. And so then everybody else says, oh, damn, wait a minute, we only renting for $1,300 a month. You mean they're getting $27.99? They're asking that? That must be good. We're going to raise ours to $2,000. That's how you do the game, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Thank you so much, James Way. Saw the notification, but that's only 3 people tonight that says they have seen the notification. Let me know if anybody else has seen it. Way behind the curve. Okay, here we go. Celtics up 54-49 at the half, and they are in the Boston Garden TD Center, I guess they call it. This does not bode well. I don't know if Steph Curry's playing tonight or not, but this does not bode well for them to be down 4 at the half. They're going to do, sooner or later, the Celtics are going to be able to have a nice third quarter. You can't keep doing this 3, 4, 5 points down at half and turning it on and outscoring them 25-5 or whatever the thing will be, because the Celtics are playing at home. Sooner or later, they're going to play even Stevens in the third quarter. We're going to see if tonight's any different. But what's going to happen tonight is basically the Warriors are going to have to put 2 back-to-back quarters together to pull this one out and not go down 3-1, which 3-1, that's going to be a problem. At James Way, agree. Here in Tampa and Orlando area, 11-bed apartment are going for $1,300 to $1,400, and with garage is an additional $150 to $200 per month. What? Wait, one-bedroom apartment in Tampa and Orlando. That's cheap. Hell, even in South Florida areas, they're charging 1 bedroom. Hold on, that's not cheap. I was just getting ready to say they're charging 2 bedrooms a little like $1,600, $1,700, $2,000 for 2 bedrooms. 1 bedrooms, yeah, $13, $14. That's still not cheap, I don't think. Okay, a 1 bedroom. I thought it was like an apartment complex at first. Jeez. And a garage is an additional $150. Jeez. It's getting out of hand out here, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have to make extra streams of revenue. And that's why, of course, every time on the live stream, I have to push the SSN lifestyle agenda, because SSN lifestyle, we have the Ring of Fire, which is like our Shark Tank. You're going to be able to invest into other businesses that are going to have streams of revenue, passive income for you. You're going to have that opportunity, not to mention you have other opportunities for products and services that you can refer people, and then you receive commission. You also receive commission if you sign up another member into SSN Lifestyle. It could be any of the memberships, the $149, the $349, the $599, or the $27.99. Any one of those are all commissionable as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks again, once again, Professor Antival, for the Celtics update during halftime. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a sterling show, but we still got the CPI situation to deal with, because we're not going to let this go, because catastrophic is what they're using, these words. Let me pull up the catastrophic Yahoo. I thought this was fun. I thought this was hilarious. Because, again, I've been using this word lately, the one that's like bad guys, right? So it's diabolical. I'm going to say it again. The numbers are catastrophically bad. Top economists are sounding the alarm on inflation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so tempted to run video back from 3 years ago when we're on live streams and when I did videos talking about inflation is coming to get you in about 2 to 3 years, because that's generally what's going to happen after you do tax cut, tax breaks. That's what's going to happen when you have stimulus money. That's what's going to happen. It just made it faster. And so here we are. And for these guys to talk about 8.6% year over year inflation is a joke. All right. So this is all well known. And I'm going to hope I have something here on the screen. I don't think I do. I'm upset by it. But no, I have it. But I wanted to just see here. This is the Fed chairman, Powell. I'm going to be nice. The guy is paid to stay in that position for another presidency. And that's because he's pretty much just doing what any one of us can do. He's not doing anything special. Any one of us can say, hey, I think it's time to raise interest rates, or I think it's time to lower interest rates. I think any one of us can say, hey, we're going to, our favorite companies, you guys need some money. Okay, we'll buy your debt. We'll give you loans. I don't think any of us would have a problem with any of that. And then you can get up on the stand, just like he does every month, and sit there and say, well, it's transitory inflation. Like, what the, I mean, you can say, oh, it's worse than we thought it was, right? It could have been worse than 8.6%, except he's not saying it is worse than 8.6%. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. He's not saying what it really is. So therefore, people are still walking through the sleep going, I'm going to work. I'm doing what I need to do. It said it's no big deal. It could have been worse. If this is the worst, then I guess we're going to be fine. So just go as normal. See, ladies and gentlemen, how they set you up. This is a setup. All right. Just keep that in mind. This is a setup, ladies and gentlemen. But except everybody here in the SSN Nation, you guys aren't going to be set up, because you understand what is happening, and the levers that you need to pull are the dividend income. And yes, even we're talking about the real estate in Punta Cana, but you still need real estate, ladies and gentlemen, because that is one way you can get passive income. People are going to have to live somewhere. And when the people that have the disposable income are going to travel, they're still going to travel. So again, you need real estate so you can get that passive income. You also need to start your own business, whether it's through your own business, or even if you want to join SSN Lifestyle, that at least gives you a lever where you can send people over to make some money. Or you can search the channel, look up business opportunities, and maybe you like that arbitrage video that I showed, where you're out shopping right now and you're over at the clearance rack, and then you're finding out, wait a minute, there's some stuff here on the clearance rack that I can pick up for $15 and put on Amazon for $75 or $50. An easy way to arbitrage. Or like I showed on that video, go to Walmart, go to the clearance online, order the Walmart clearance item, because when you go check and see on Amazon, the item, you could buy it for $50, like the dollhouse, by the way, and it's selling on Amazon for $194. Talk about a big window. Being able to buy something for $50 and then you can sell it for $150, make $100. How many can you get would be the next question, right? You can still sell well below, but why sell well below? Why not just 10 or 15 bucks below? Take the 175, the 180, right? So you can make over $100. And then, like I said, here we are once again. I'll give you the same playbook I did in that video. Then you start looking through your card and say, hey, this card gives me 3% cash back. This card's giving me 5% cash back. I think I want to use these cards. So now you're getting cash back, even if it's 5%, even if it's 1% or 3%, you're still getting cash back or mileage. So you use those cards. That's what you do. Arbitrage twice. Okay. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Leah Dennis has the icon next to her name. So thank you so much for being here in the house, and brings the tagline, Happy Friday, SSN fam. I also received my YouTube notifications. Thank you so much for saying that. We're only up to 4 or 5 people tonight. So once again, they have poo-pooed sending out notifications. Once again, no surprise. This is how we've been doing it for 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up. I don't even have an anniversary date, quite frankly, but I know I started in the month of June or July. So I'll have to look it up. 4 years on this YouTube street, ladies and gentlemen, known as Stop Struggling Now, trying to help one person, 2 people, 5 people, 20, 100, 1,000. And if we can get to 1 million, that would even be better. But that's what we've been trying to do all this time, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank you so much for being here along my journey and your journey as well. And I have to admit, you guys, if you ever have any questions, you can always ask in the chat room. Or if you see this on a replay, you can always just ask down in the comment section. They made the comment section a little weird. I used to get notifications all the time from each comment that was made. That no longer is happening, which is weird as well. So I'm telling you, you guys, share the videos, because a lot of people need to know about some of this information that we have here, because not everybody talks about this, even though there's a lot of YouTubers out here now. So a lot of them are talking about some of the things that we've been talking about. I'll admit that. But once again, every now and then, like when I was talking about arbitrage and how to do that, yeah, there's people that talks about selling on Amazon, but we talk about it in a different perspective, because we want you to win not only from the price, but we want you to get those miles, get that cash back, because it's all about how much cash can you retain. All right. So just keep that in mind. And then we got to come up with some new ways to generate revenue. And those new ways is why I'm created SSN Lifestyle, to help out people a different way, because it is a free membership with SSN Lifestyle where you can refer people, you still get commission. How about that? Right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's so many different opportunities and different ways where you don't have to do much other than use a link, just like your Robinhood and Webull link, just like your affiliate link that you would have with anything. And in fact, there's people right now who have Unstoppable Domain. I have a link down below, affiliate link. You who got an Unstoppable Domain, you have an affiliate link as well that you can share with other people. So just like you have Webull, Robinhood, they have affiliate links you can share with other people as well. You might as well get that little bit of extra stream of revenue, because people are looking for all types of different streams of revenue options. You can help them. So why not? All right, let's get into it some more, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see what we got here. Happy Friday once again, Leah Dennis. Thank you, Eric. Got involved in a new crypto project, Stake. Victor Morero going full-blown crypto. Hey, I got to tell you right now, you should be cautious, ladies and gentlemen, with crypto. It's part of mainstream stock, hedge fund, government agencies. That's what I believe. Infiltrated. There has been billions of dollars stolen, ladies and gentlemen. So just keep in mind, if the stock market goes down, you know what else is going down. And that's why all the better to earn your free Bitcoin right now while the price is low. The link is down below in the description. Make sure you check it out for show less on the screen. Earn your free Bitcoin. All right. Now, let's get back to some CPI, because this right here is what I want to show you all. I want to show you something, and this is very, very serious right here as far as I'm concerned. I probably should have shown it in the last hour, but for everybody that stayed, you guys, you get more. How about that? Check this. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to bring this in. Hold on a second. I'm going to bring this in for us. We're going to go to the graph. This is the CPI over the last, well, since 1970. So what's that, 50 years? 60, 50, 60, 50, 50 years. But look at this graph here, ladies and gentlemen. This is like get the men, women, boys, and girls to the screen right now. Here is something that you can simply look at every time somebody starts talking about it's a recession. Once again, all the banks, all the European banks, all the people that are into finances, they're all saying there's going to be a recession. Well, How do you think they figure some of this out? You see this chart over here, right? Do you see anything weird? Do you see things like a pump and then all of a sudden it's seemingly like there's a recession? Right. Do you notice how that goes? Now, let's just start back. This is actually 1950, which is very interesting. Here goes this down. Whoa, way down. And then we had this pump. And then that's 1951. But it took, now look, the stair step down, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about. Notice the stair step down. And there's a recession that happens, but look how far down we're going. And then look what happens. 1960, all the way up until, I wonder what happened here. Around 1970, 71, 72, taking us off the gold standard. No shock that there's a problem in Houston. But this is the CPI index, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, the red is for food and energy, and then it's all other items. But here's what I want to show you. Because remember at the beginning of the video when I said the cost of goods index, the COGI, that was up to about 1978, 1980. The reason why they changed it is look here. See, in the mid 70s, it went up to this CPI number, 11.5, which was crazy. But here in 1977, all of a sudden they go, well, this is starting to go up again. We're going to change the COGI and we're going to change it into around 1979 and 80. Look at this 14%, ladies and gentlemen, 12%. But here's the key. This is what we talk about right here. This is foolishness and foolery. What did they do? 78 to 80, they changed it to the CPI. Okay, Consumer Price Index. The Consumer Price Index, they took out the basket of goods that give you high inflation rates. So now, of course, you notice a recession comes after this high inflation, right? Notice the stair step down once again to the bottom. But notice how far the bottom goes with inflation because they changed the Consumer Price Index, COGI to CPI. So now it appears inflation is lower, 4%. When in reality, it's probably double that the whole time. In fact, you can make an argument it is double this the whole time. But you're sitting here going, oh, nice. This is only 1.6, 3.9. Wow, this is good. This isn't bad. So now you're getting your cost of living increase of raises of 3%. Bank accounts are 4 or 5%. Nobody cares. Everything's going good. But look here, it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how that can happen when they're printing more money the whole time. But notice this right here. I want to show you something. Look how low this is going compared to the black line. Now, look here. We have these little blips, then a recession. Little blips, then a recession. Little blips, then a recession. Somebody better start telling me why you or I can't figure out this big blip over here after 1980. Somebody better tell me how we don't know there's not going to be a recession, double negatives. How do we know that there's going to be a recession? It's because this is the highest it's been since 1980. And they changed the CPI index to make it lower. So in reality, this is just as high as before 1980 when it was 14%. It is, I would argue, that this is actually 16 to 20%, like I've been arguing for the last year. That is really what our inflation is. So is it really hard to figure that there's going to be a recession anytime soon? I don't think so. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's on this chart, it's crispy clear, if you ask me. Because look at these baby blips on the screen, and that caused recession. Look at this, little baby blips. This is crazy. Baby blips. But hey, inflation is caused by what? Right? Printing up money. Hey, remember 1980s? Remember that trickle-down theory? Remember? Give some tax cut, tax breaks to the rich people. Hey, that didn't work too good. Very interesting. Here we go again. Remember in 1988? Another trickle-down, tax cut, tax break deal? Huh, this is interesting. Going up, and we still have another recession. And then, of course, we have a situation where because we have this good thing going on, we're printing a little bit more money, everything's looking good, more jobs, .com bubble comes, and they just start buying up all these .com things, and then we have a burst because they inflated the bubble once again. But notice the inflation is barely a blip. And another blip. I have to say it 5 times. I'm sorry. This does indicate there's going to be a recession. Who in their right mind, even a 5-year-old kid, would be like, hey, how come it's been this long before this thing goes with the gray scale? How come there's no gray thing here after 12 years? That's not right. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to play with ourselves anymore, do we? Let's go. Come on now. All right, Eric got involved in a new crypto project, Stake, that we talked about, protocol, staking, new coin. Okay, let's go check it out. Facts, Mr. Financial, crypto, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's see what we have here. So that's our CPI talk, ladies and gentlemen. You know what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make more money. It's that simple. All right. Now, stake. That's interesting. Protocol. So you're going to have to. It's on Ethereum? Wait, no, can't be. What is all this? Stake Orion, stake protocol. That looks like it's an ERC. Proof of stake, that's going to be Ethereum pretty soon. So we're going to find out. Yeah, you're going to have to drop. You're talking. Wait, are you talking about stakeprotocol.io or something? Okay, why don't I do this? Stake, claim free SDT airdrop alert. Airdrops, nope. Airdrops.io, pstake.finance. Okay, well, you're going to have to let me know which one this is, but that was February. So it can't be that one. All right, and don't forget to get your free $10 of Bitcoin from Coinbase down below in the description. Don't forget to get your free $5 of Shiba or Dogecoin or ADA or XRP from Webull. The link is down below. And if you do Webull, make sure you get your free stocks as well. It's on Binance. Yes, that's it. Stake protocol? Binance? Wait, that's BNB. All right. He wants to go to the BNB chain. I see. Stake protocol, BNB, smart chain. Let's see. Okay, Victor Morero. Well, then you're going to have to explain why you chose to do stake protocol, which I can't find it. This isn't good. Stake protocol. I don't see it. Maybe I'll do it this way too. Stake. Okay. So are we talking about stake here at $5.86? No, that's on the Ethereum. Well, wait, they could have more than one. What are we talking here? Let me know for sure. I don't know how old this is or what it is. Let's go look this up. Is this new? $21 was the high. We don't know when that was. Oh, yes, we do. That was 610. Oh, it. Oh, but what's going on here? All of a sudden, oh, they pulled the rug. What's happening? If this is it, somebody pulled the rug out somewhere. What's happening here? Um. Oh, hold on a minute. Let's see where we're at. 7 days. Okay, so this is where we're at right now, $5.86. But it was up here, $6. Okay, so it's been around here, but the high was 21 at one time. So is this what you're referring to? Steak. Let me see. Where do we go? They're not giving me nothing. That says Ethereum. Yeah, let me know if this is it. Steak at 586. Facts. I just emailed you my link. That's not it. Okay. All right. Let's go see what it is. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Steak Protocol. Oh, it is Steak Protocol. All right. Victor Marrero has a link, and he's on the BNB smart chain. You're living on that smart chain, Marrero. All right. I'm going to put this link in the chat room. It looks like it covers it. Let's see. If it ends, yep, that's the link. Let's go look it up then. Steak Protocol, BNB network. It's not steak, so it's something else. Okay. Downline, total players, 1% of daily rewards and up to 2% extra rewards. All right, well, you already get 1% daily rewards. Let's see here. Minimum 10 steak. Well, it is steak then. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me see something. See if I can get on here. Shouldn't do this, but let me see if it shows. Huh. Okay. It doesn't. That's interesting. Oops. No wonder it didn't. Hold on a second. Let me go. Oh, if I go off the screen, it. Interesting. All right. I was trying to mess around and see what I can do. Buy on Pancake Swap. Yes. Okay. So, wait. What is this then? I'm going to go to Pancake Swap real quick to find out what that should be steak. But how come when you go to Coin Market Cap, it's not steak? Yeah, it's steak, all right. STAKE, but it's on BNB. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. Why it's not on steak. Oh, steak proto. Well, that's still weird. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try something else again, ladies and gentlemen, with this crypto. You know, this has to be. Hey, Marrero, let me know what steak is. Let me know what the price of steak is, if you don't mind, because I can't find it. Well, we will find it because, oh, there it is, 7.49. There we go. And then something called Flame is 2.3. Stake protocol, 1% every day with an option to compound on your deposit until you hit a max payout of 365. If you're depositing or compounding, grow your base case daily and receive up to 2% extra rewards. Minimum of 10 needed to start. Afterwards, there is no minimum deposit. Huh, that's interesting. So normal, 1%. And why did you choose steak? Because as I recall, you have the farmer earning more than 1%. You have the other one, I can't remember the name of it, crop farmer, or was that the same one? That was BNB, that was also more than 1%. And then you have drip, which does 1%, animal farm and all that. So Let me know what made you do this. I understand there's a downline, so let me know why you did that. That's interesting. It's a combination of drip plus rebasing rewards on top of the 1%, so you can get up to 3% daily. Okay. All right. So that's good, except are you going to tell me that there's a compound or some sort of fee for deposit? I mean, what's the ecosystem that these guys are using these days? They seem to all be trying to do the same thing, making the investor who actually invested in the project, now you're taking away what they earned. 10% here, 5% there, kind of thing. So if compounding's free, that's good. And 1% compounding, okay, well, but would you compound every day? Because most of the time, well, compounding is free most of the time. It's when you start trying to buy more or sell or withdraw that you got your 10% fee. So let me know if there's a 10% fee on this. Stake was 5 and now it's 7. Okay. I received a notification. Laverne Penix drinking his pina colada over in the DR along with Mrs. Cool. And he's Mr. Cool here, ladies and gentlemen. So let us know how it's going over in the DR, by the way. And he received a notification. We're up to 6 people, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if anybody else saw the YouTube trailer and or received the YouTube notification. All right. The beauty about this one is that you get rebases on top. So it's drip on steroids. Okay. All right. So can you rebase anytime? So basically you're getting, in essence, 1.1% a day if you're rebased several times a day. Is that what you're saying? Or are we getting 2% for every time we up to 25% rebase daily and receive up to 2% extra? All right. That's cool. I can understand why that's attractive. How old is it is the question. That's what we need to know next. Stake is 7. I can't find it anywhere. That's stake. Okay, this is interesting. It's on Binance. Huh. Okay, I still get the stake at 5.8. But on their site it says 7.4. That's weird. All right. Well, we'll have to let that go because I don't know why that. Oh, that's Reddit. Okay, we're not trying to go to Reddit. No, I was trying to go to. Oh, they don't even have it. Huh. I can't figure out what stake this is. I'm on Binance and stake says 5.8. So I don't understand. Their website says 7.4. Let's go see something. Yep, 7.49. But first, you got to get some stake. Huh. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The link has been dropped in the chat room. It won't be in the description. So anybody that sees the replay, if you want to join the Victor Marrero team on Stake Protocol, because apparently there's a downline situation. So you can add in additional streams of revenue, I'm sure, from earning on signups, just like a normal referral. Why not use somebody's referral if you're going to join anyhow, right? Okay. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new protocol out, and crypto is scary right now. In fact, let's go see how scary crypto is. Professor Auntie Val and myself were predicting crypto to go lower simply because we understand how the markets move. When the stock market's going down, they don't want people dropping it into crypto, so they got to have the sell on the crypto side. So let's go see what Coin Market Cap says is Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. Okay, so we're back under 30. That's not a shock. And we're back under 1700 for Ethereum, nor a shock. BNB 287. Hey, at 4 to 3, 287 is not bad. So it looks like status quo is back. Doggy coin that people bought a lot of is at 7.5 cents. So that's just a little recap. Shiba Inu, well, it's how many zeros is it? 6, 7, 8? We don't know. In fact, a lot of people believe this is still a thing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and then a 1, whatever. Here we go, where 1 month ago we had 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1, 4, 1426. So it's hovering around the same thing. People are still talking about Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu millionaire, right? It's cheap, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you can get it. All right. Now, let's get back to the business at hand, because it's 1 hour and 41 minutes on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. So once again, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. You can go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website and get some of the gear. And oh, by the way, I forgot. I actually had the gear in the background. Why not? SSN Nation gear. You can get this on our StopStrugglingNow.com channel. There's also a link down below for the Stop Struggling Now merch. Curtis Davis, Celtics. I'm not watching, but here we are, 86-84 Boston. Like I was just saying, that third quarter, sooner or later, they're not going to be able to do their runs because they're playing away, and you're not going to be able to do it 4 games. You might be able to. They did it 3 games. The 4th game, I'd be surprised, because now the Celtics are feeling good. They don't have that much pressure. What's the worst case? They lose, and it would be tie series. So that would blow my Warriors in 6, though, if the Celtics win. And I'm not going to go for the Warriors in 7, because there's only like one team that ever lost 3-1, and that was the Warriors. So we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, 86-84, we're going to almost wrap this up unless somebody else has something that they would like to discuss this evening. I already looked at the Dominican today. There was no real news as far as an update goes. The biggest shocker of the day was that there was a problem with these low-end properties. They are jacking people to raise the price up, holding them hostage, apparently, not charging like a 10%, but more like 30, 40% before they're willing to give the keys away, which brings the question, what about the lawyer? What about the title industry and that situation? And some of these people, so far, it seems nobody has attorney. So we'll see. Or maybe their fine print in their contract says something, so they need to go through their contract, like ASAP. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you know the CPI numbers. You know what we're going to have to do here, right? You're going to have to make extra streams of revenue. You're going to have to make a little bit more money. Now, there's some other things down below that I forgot about. There's things like Nexo with crypto, Celsius, Voyager. They give you some money if you want to deposit into their platforms, but $300-$400. You use the link down below. Use the code, the referral code, please, and then you'll receive extra BTC. All right. So links down below for those. You earn daily on your crypto, but it's going to be like 4% a year, 5% a year. You're not going to be able to do anything like 300% a year. And most of the time, let's face facts, ladies and gentlemen, these protocols, they haven't been able to do 365% a year either, because you're not going to be able to manufacture money out of thin air. That's just the way it is. That's the laws of money. You're going to have to use other things like printing money to increase the money supply in order to then try to outmaneuver inflation, which is impossible. So once again, we're wiping out the middle class. So please. Now it's Friday night. And again, oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this. I forgot. This is a little different than what you guys are used to seeing because it has the blue rim, even though I've had shown this hat before, but this is limited edition on these, especially during right now, there's supply chain issues. And since it's Friday night, how can I forget? I didn't even run any special videos or anything. So we got to run a video, right? Let's go see here. Why don't we go with this one here at the People's Choice?
But it would have been so awesome. I was going to soar right through here like this. And whoops, I'm sorry. Vin Diesel, excuse me. My bad. Big fan though, Mr. Diesel. Excuse me. And then flying, and I'd be flying, and I'd land right. Where do I land?
Oh, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when you work hard, you got to play hard. And sometimes you can work hard and play hard whenever you want to. Some other times you got to get down to working hard. And so that's what we're doing here now, ladies and gentlemen, when there's a recession that's near. And this isn't going to be a recession that you're thinking like it was the Great Recession. That was a one for the ages. Imagine, what if it's worse than the Great Recession? Then what? Credit not available. All fronts, loans not available, right? Think about that. Think about hundreds of millions of people out of work. What if there's 150 million people instead of only 80 or 90 million, right? Nobody to buy goods and services, buy anything from your business. What about that, ladies and gentlemen? Think about all these things that can happen. That could be a whole bunch worse. How about this? What if your bank shut down right now? ATM machine does not work. Or shall I say, you can't pull any money out of the ATM machine. It's working, but no money available. Because all that greenback stuff that they made is poof. The digital screen is now closed at the bank. You can't get any funds. That is reality that could happen, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, duffel bag of cash you may need on the sidelines. Gold, silver, a little 5 to 10% of what you feel is necessary. You might want to have a little bit of that on the sidelines. You may have to use it as well. How about some of that, ladies and gentlemen? And then you're still going to have to try to figure out where you are going to store some food, because you're going to have to deal with the food situation. There will be a food crisis. Food banks right now already know that nobody's contributing like they used to. They have less people contributing to food banks. Therefore, they're having a problem. Keep in mind, this is going to be not an America problem, not a Europe problem. It's going to be worldwide problem. Why? Because all banks work together, or were even worse than our Federal Reserve System. China right now, in the face of inflation running rampant around the world, they said, we're going to reduce our interest rates, our federal fund rate, our Federal Reserve rate. We're going to reduce it. What kind of, ladies and gentlemen, they're just out here blatantly trying to get people to invest in their weak ass economy. No economy is going to be safe. You can invest all you want in China right now. You're not going to be safe. They have inflation just like the rest of us, except they're trying to do hyperinflation for some strange reason. But I have a feeling I know why, because they have a whole bunch of money that they owe as well. So they're trying to stay ahead of their curve, but unfortunately, China actually went to zero already thousands of years ago with their currency. They know what it's like. It's going to happen again. So just keep these in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This kind of thing is going to continue to happen. We're going to stair step our way down until you figure out we've lost a lot of money in these asset classes. Real estate is up next, ladies and gentlemen. It's already happening. You just don't know it unless you were buying or selling or living in a neighborhood that had a lot of for sale signs out there, and you're seeing that they're still sitting there. They're not moving like they did a year ago. You're seeing on Zillow or on any other real estate website, Redfin, whatever, you're seeing where people are reducing their home prices that are for sale. Redfin sent an email to the sellers telling them to reduce their prices because they know it's BS. 40% in 2 years in any market is BS. All right? It's being stimulated somehow artificially. Nobody gets paychecks that are 20% a year increase annually. In other words, you don't get a 10% increase annually, do you? 5%? So just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this CPI situation where they're lying to the people, where they're saying it's 8.6. 8.6 doesn't seem like a high number, but it would be a far different situation if somebody goes, it's 15% or 18% or 50%. People would start freaking out. Then they would be listening to what I'm saying and we're saying here in the SSN Nation. Just saying it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get down with it. We're going to wrap this up. Let's go. New Punta Cana project called The Seed. Looks nice. You know what, A3 Savo? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I did drop my phone. I got to do something. He just reminded me. So we're going to play a little promo that I call promo. So here we go. And I'm going to show you something that looks kind of intriguing. And it has the price.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get something here on the screen because Mr. Estacio sent me something today that I thought was very, very interesting. And I was trying to see if I know I can pull it up on my phone, but it's not going to be clear, I don't believe. But here it is. I might as well just show you. This is it right here. I can never get this right. Canarina, downtown, hotel, Punta Cana. And then it's a condo hotel. It kind of reminds me of Aurora, which I'm not a fan. You can see here where they have the pool in between the buildings, and not where the pool is like 30, 40 feet across. It's just like right where you walk. They put a wall there, but I'm like, okay, that's not cool. But what is cool is this setup here is cool. Not bad. But you know the prices have went up, right? You know the prices have went up, ladies and gentlemen. I'll have this on the I'll have it on Monday night I'll have it up then. But let's see. Can you see that? Yeah. I mean, it looks very nice. Looks very, very nice. This looks like one bedroom, though. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a 2-bedroom here. So I don't know the sizes. I didn't really look at this earlier. I've been busy all day. So you can see, not bad. I wish I would have had something else. There's something else I wanted here. Where's the price? Oh, you can't see it. That's why. Yeah, the 1-bedrooms are 56 square feet. I mean, well, 60 square feet, 56 square meters. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get an idea of the prices, this is going to be downtown. This 1-bedroom, guess what? $133,000. They have and that's with a jacuzzi. They have another one, a 1-bedroom that's 47 square meters, and it's 116,500. Now remember, people have items, condos in places like Vista Cana, Cana Rock, that they spent less than this or the same. Well, 115, 116 was at Cana Rock. But they do not have, well, I shouldn't say they don't have a golf course here, but they do have amenities at Con Arena. All right. That's the thing that's kind of cool. They do have amenities. Tennis court, putting green, restaurant, lounge, gymnasium, bar, pet park, 2 pools, laundry, and a locker, which is interesting. So not bad, but the 1-bedrooms are 2 bedrooms. Here you go. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, 2 bedrooms, $195,000 with a jacuzzi, 92 square meters. But again, without seeing the floor plan, I don't know if that's including deck or terrace area. You know how they like to play games, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to let you know something else. On the 4th floor, the 2-bedroom unit is 149 square meters. That's pretty big, but I'm pretty sure these are including terrace numbers. 237,000 USD. That is now the 2-bedroom price downtown. Is that pretty serious? All right. Just letting you know, prices have escalated. New projects. This is what you're going to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen, over the next few years. Just giving you an idea. So regardless of what we talked about early, about what's happening with these projects, jacking people, which is exactly what they're doing. Hopefully the projects that do have the 10% in there, or maybe nothing in it at all, we have ours locked in. So once again, you've got to hope that is the case. So we're going to find out. We're going to wrap it up, and we're going to find out what the seed is, because I'm not familiar with the seed. So on Monday night, please join us on the SSN Nation Money Making Monday, and we'll talk about these 2 projects. I'll have them on the screen. They'll be in-house, and we'll go that route. So we'll talk and see if it makes sense. Because again, 2 bedrooms, once you start reaching into the 200 area for a 2-bedroom, that's where you're going to start saying, hey, wait a minute, how much are rents there? So 250 is a cutoff, and actually 275-ish. Once you get to 3, then you have to get a villa. That's all I'm going to say. You shouldn't, even though I don't really subscribe to the villas, but you need a villa that's going to sleep 10 people or more if you're going to get into the 300,000. And a 2-bedroom to get close. If you buy a 2-bedroom that's 300 grand, like in Cap Cana or something like that, you might be able to get the 400 a night, 300 a night, 500 a night, depending on what time of year. But you're still taking high risk if you want a decent return on your money. Because here's the situation. Just remember, When we have inflation like we do now, this CPI, disregard 8%, just think 15%, all right? Just to be conservative in your mind. Just think about every time you have a problem at your condo or villa, you need maintenance. Think about somebody's coming out to fix it or somebody's coming out to replace something. That is going to cost you a lot of money. Let's just call it what it is. That's what you're going to have to contend with when you own these properties going forward. If you think inflation is going to stay at 2%, 3%, 5% anytime in the next 4 or 5 years, I don't know how that's going to occur. But if it does, we will be awfully lucky. But if it does not, every time something breaks down is going to not just be like $150. People are going to get paid. They're going to charge more. And the next thing you know, it's going to be like $1,000, $800, $700 to do maintenance, upkeep, all kind of stuff is going to cost a lot more than it costs right now. Some of these guys who are doing the property management, instead of 20 or 30%, who knows, they might be asking for 40%. All I'm saying, rents are going to go up naturally, but still taking 30 or 40% and the rate is going up, that means I'm giving them more of my profit. So just keep all that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So please, again, join us on the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to check everything down below in the description, along with the free Bitcoin from Crypto tab. It opens up a separate tab. It has its own tab. And you have a referral link there that you can share with other people. So if you have a laptop or a phone or a tablet, anything that can run that extension, Crypto tab, then you could be mining Bitcoin. And then you can refer other people, and then you're creating your own network. And the next thing you know, instead of getting a quarter of a penny a day, now it's like 3 cents a day or 2 cents a day. Then the next thing you know, it's 4 or 5 cents per day. Yes, I have the link down below. Earn your free Bitcoin. And then start sharing the link like everybody else. Work together, ladies and gentlemen. That's the key here. All right, let's see how the end of this game goes. All right. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving, and I'm out.